Oh shit. Oh, this nigga. This love every day.
What's going on, people? Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Canoe Creative Spotlight, episode number 7. As always, I'm your boy Chris. Before we get into anything, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you never miss any of our future content. We got a lot of great things coming your way. As always, the only mission of the Canoe Creative Spotlight is to bring amazing creators from around the world straight to you to show you what they do. And today, we got a dynamic duo that bring the creativity and passion to the table to make something beautiful. We got Kenya and Jason from Style and Soul Magazine, a publication dedicated to entrepreneurs, business, fashion, and all things creative. There's a million things we could say about it, but who better to hear from than the creators themselves? Kenya and Jason, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, the first thing we always do on this show is give you guys your time to shine. This is your moment to tell the audience about yourselves, what you do, where you're from, and how you got started.
Okay.
Born and raised in Queens. I still model photography. I'm trying to do a podcast. That's a little bit about me. I'm outgoing. I'm kind of shy on Sundays, but I'm fun to be around.
Hi. All right. I'm Jason. I'm from Queens, New York as well. I just like to have a good time, enjoy life, and just build and do bigger and better things every time. I try to do something. It's about me.
Fantastic. That's beautiful. One thing that I really wanted to touch on with you guys, and one thing when I met you guys in person, was I really loved y'all dynamic, how you guys vibed off each other and how you guys work. I feel like you guys bring the best qualities out of each other and what you guys do. I just wanted to know a little bit about your collaborative process, how you guys kind of met and how you guys kind of built up Style and Soul.
You spoke about how we
connected. We've been friends for a long while now, like through mutual people and stuff like that. And then after that, like was hanging out. Everybody would hang out together, the same place, like all the time, or different places, and we would see each other and stuff like that. And then one day, I just was like, "Yo, we gonna be business partners. Let's just do something." It's just out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, "What?" Looking at me like I'm stupid. So the look like the look she normally give, like she's giving you right now. She looked at me like that, like, "Come on, you stupid. I'm playing around."
That's exactly what I did.
When I said that, I said, "No, I'm serious. Like, we need to make something happen. You got a magazine and whatever. Let's sit down and talk about it." And we talked about it one time, and we here now.
That's fantastic. That's really awesome. So just walk me through the process, because I feel like a lot of people don't really understand the process of kind of getting these type of things off the ground. How did you guys get it started and get the ball rolling to build it to what it is right now?
All right, she gonna take it from there.
Well, I started the magazine a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, right? And I was sitting there trying to figure out because I had a magazine before that, and I let that go. So I had to come up with a new magazine. People was asking me when can they be in the magazine. So I was like, all right, let me change the name. So I got a cute story about how the name came about. I was with my sister at a bar, and I was like, yo, I need to come up with a name for the magazine. So she's like, all right. And out of nowhere, she hits me and was like, what about Soul and Style and Soul? I was like, I like Style and Soul. She's looking at one of the beer, what do you call those things? The beer, when you go to a bar and you have all those beers, keg, I don't know what they're called right now. I can't think of it. But it had one of the beer's names was called Soul and Style Beer. We just reversed it. And that's how the name came up. Now the process is a lot. It's a lot. You got to get writers. You have to get you got to get the name out there first. You got to get writers. You got to get photographers. You got to get models. You got to get all that. So I had to get I already had that. I started out in Texas. I went to Texas with a friend of mine, and I got the cover started out there and everything. I had writers writing for me. I let them know, listen, this is what I do. This is what I'm trying to do. will you rock with me? And I had some people that said, yes, I'll rock with you. So I put up a post on Facebook and Instagram, and that's how I started. And me and him connected year later. Yeah, a year later, because we've been partners for 2 years. A year later. And so that means when I met him, well, when we decided to work together, I think I already had like maybe 4 magazines, about 5 magazines out already, because it comes out quarterly. And that's how it goes.
That's really great. I mean, I really love the way you guys are pushing forward. I love the mixture of kind of styles that you kind of put into the magazine. Every spread has a little bit of its own character, which I really appreciate. Shout out to you guys again for letting me be a part of your magazine, your last edition, the Entrepreneur Edition. That was a true blessing for me because, obviously when you're trying to start these type of things up, the hardest thing is to kind of get people's attention and get people who are interested in what you're trying to do. So thank you again for that.
No problem. It's my pleasure.
Absolutely. So, I mean, as far as building up the magazine and kind of figuring out how you can be different and the type of subject matter you wanted to focus on, how did you kind of lean into fashion and business and the type of things that you guys like to feature in the magazine?
Let me take it. I got this. All right. She's big on fashion and views and points of a lot of things that I may not be able to, see right? Just like how I may see things on another end that she don't see. So what we just do is we just mix everything together, plan it out, sort it out, and then sometimes what we do is say I may pick out the area or the location. I try to pick out the location that match who we going to shoot or working with. You know what I'm saying? I look at and see, view the person, study the person. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I explained to you before, study the person, and I see that, and I make sure that's your background. If you look at even when we work with you, and if you see your background, you see it matches. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what we do. She'll have an idea, we'll take ideas and make it work. It's not where if I say something, she don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. We'll figure something else and we'll make it work to where we both like it. We don't argue over oh no, we don't do that, because it's when you start arguing over, it's it takes away from time of doing something or creating something great.
We actually agree. We actually agree to disagree sometimes, right. And we actually talk about things. And I might have, like you said, I might have an idea, but don't know how to process that idea. He helps me get to where I want that idea to be. You know what I mean? And I know a lot, dealing as a model and as a photographer, I knew a lot of designers and models. So we just use those models, and then he knows everybody. So it made sense for us to work together. It just made sense, and we just put those two things together.
Right, completely, absolutely. That's what I feel is really cool about it, because realistically, the collaborative process is always beneficial. Anytime that you have someone that you can bounce ideas off of, or exchange ideas, and have a respect from their point of view. You know what I mean? Understand, because not everybody can work with each other. I feel like the outcome is always better. It's always stronger. It's always more thought out. So it's really cool that you guys actually have that rapport where you guys can actually bounce back and forth and may not always see eye to eye, but find that way to kind of appease to both of your natures. Right now you guys have a networking event coming up next month. Right. And one thing I found really interesting, because this is a crazy time, networking events is something I used to do a lot, and it's very weird right now to kind of imagine how these things are going to be done. So how do you guys plan to approach it in this kind of COVID time that we're doing?
Well, first, you have to have a mask. That's one thing. As you know, they're opening up a lot of places now. And as they're opening up a lot of places, it allows people to come out, but at the same time be safe. So when we do this, it's about being safe overall. So we put a lot of thought into it, and we picked a big enough space to do something where it can hold enough people where everybody can feel comfortable.
Completely. I mean, I think it's super important. I think a lot of people had to take a lot of steps backwards in this last year. A lot of things that people were planning up for 2020 just didn't come to fruition just because situation wasn't allowing it. So I think somebody has to take those first steps and say, listen, we got to start kind of pushing forward and try to get back to some sense of normality, just so we could start, keep the ball rolling,
Right.
So what are some of the plans that you guys have? I mean, I don't want to go into any top secret stuff, but just as far as like for Style and Soul networking events that you're doing and just future ambitions, what are some of the things you guys want to do long term with Style and Soul?
Yeah. Well, besides Style and Soul magazine, there's a whole lot of other businesses I have and she has as well. You know what I'm saying? So, the magazine is just one. You know what I'm saying? For me. I also have other entertainment productions and also I have I have a label. You know what I'm saying? So between a label, between production, and between managing models, and between how can I say? I don't want to give too much, but things in that nature. So look out for EJC models. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be model management and stuff like that. And the independent label is for artists. It's going to be not just musicians. It's going to be for actors, actresses. So it's all the conglomerate of the one. Move is one. Move is one is my corporation. You know what I'm saying? So that's the name of the company. You know what I'm saying? Which overalls holds everything. So we have a lot coming. So and as well, I don't want to talk too much again.
But as he says, when it works out for that, I deal with models, and I still model that. When he pulls out EJC modeling, I can work with them while he focuses on music, because I am pretty much don't have no knowledge on music, on like musicians, artists, and all that. I have no knowledge of that. When he said we're gonna sit down and he's gonna teach me, or I'm gonna, observe while he's doing what he's doing. But while he's doing that, I can help groom the models and deal with them. So while he's busy doing what he needs to be doing, I can deal with them. And then I'm trying to put a podcast together as well, because the magazine comes out quarterly. So I want to also talk to other people about fashion and entrepreneurship that has not or will be in the magazine or already has been in the magazine, so we can continue on. So you read the article, just like, for instance, you read the article what you have, and months later down the line, they want to know what happened to that guy. I really want to talk to see what's going on. That's my goal. My podcast means a lot to me, and I might get into makeup too. That's a whole nother story. We won't talk about that.
Gotcha. You guys got your hands in a lot of stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, and that's what you got to do. You have to be willing to adapt to the situation and pull your resources together. And like I said, the collaborative process, bringing what you bring to the table and what you bring to the table, just putting those things together, figuring out how they benefit each other. That is a recipe for success right there. One of the things I really want to touch on for sure is just the aspect of Style and Soul that I really appreciate is the fact that you guys are putting a lot of emphasis into kind of just the individual. I really love how I see the videos that you guys go out there and you really interact with your models. You really interact with your business owners and you get to know them. You guys have them sign their magazine cover. Like, you really make them feel like, like you're part of this with us, this journey with us. How important is it to you guys just establishing those relationships and building up the community?
A lot. It means a lot, because we don't want you to say, you're in a magazine and just pay you no mind. We want you to see that we care, one, and that we want to see you succeed, and you don't want to burn nobody's bridges. Not even burning by bridges, but just have it grow, have that flower grow. We planted the seed, as in having you in the magazine. Now we want to see what other businesses that we can do together. So we might collaborate with a couple of people, you never know, or somebody might collaborate with someone else who's in the magazine. That's another reason why we have this networking event, so we can have that growth. You know what I mean? That being with the people means a lot. It means a lot.
Just like we gotta give you yours so you can sign out. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we like everybody we work with, we build business ships, relationships. And notice I said business ships. you know what I'm saying, relationships with them, because the thing is, you don't just, like she said, you just don't want to be like, okay, well, you're in the magazine. No, we want to do bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? To show you like, okay, look, we're not going to stop here. We're going to keep going. We're going to promote the situation. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. And that's what we're about. You know?
Yeah, man. Community is what it's about, you know, and uplifting each other in any ways that we can. You know, you guys are using your platform to help, you know, empower a lot of different people and giving them legitimacy, giving them a platform to talk about themselves. You know, that's what Canoe was built upon. That whole idea of really trying to give power back to the creative communities who are very much, you know, not very spotlighted and not really shown what they can really do. And, you know, the tragic thing is a lot of people are talented and a lot of them have the tools and resources to do great things, but there's not many people that give them power, that give them a way to shine. So that's why I feel like when we first had our first conversation, we were very much like on the same page. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jasmina for you know, connecting us.
Jasmina, what up?
You know, she really talked you up, you know, a lot, bro. And I was like, yo, I got to talk to this guy, man, and see what he's about. You know, our journeys are very much intertwined in the sense that we are definitely trying to approach, you know, that demographic of people that are just trying to do great things, you know, be creative, be ambitious. You know, I would really hope that it would allow you guys to tap into a network of people that you probably were never aware of,
right?
You know, and just give you guys that really dope resource. So I hope that that's a way we can work with each other.
That would be great.
We definitely want to do that. It's just that once we get a chance to really sit down and get into it, like what you're gonna do. It's just that you understand, like we've been so busy to where from the emails, from the calls, from different things, like now we're doing the spring right now. You know what I'm saying? And every day, if you've noticed, I don't know if you've seen it, but from yesterday, shoots galore, and they're coming like they're real heavy. So it's like, you know what I mean? You have people already in entertainment calling us. You have people that's not entertainment, people well known. So we mix everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So elaborate on that process, because I was curious about that, because I see you guys have a really cool mix of people. How do you guys go about your selection process, and like how do you pick the people that you feature?
Be honest. Some of them we didn't pick. A lot of them came to us. A lot of them came to us. You know, from our Instagram to our Facebook to my person. This person knows this person. Like how you and him connected.
Right.
It came to us like that. It's very. I can't even name 5 people that I said I want this person to be in the magazine. I want that person to be in the magazine. Every majority of the people came to us, either him or myself.
And how we distinguish different things is that we just like a variety of things. We don't discriminate at all, no matter what the situation is, no matter what color, creed, no matter if you got a disability. We don't discriminate at all. And we just like that variety of building family, building friends. We just like that. You know what I'm saying? And to do that is it's just a great thing. Just a great thing. And that's it.
Fantastic. No, I agree with you 100%, man. I agree with you 100%. I mean, we live in a time where everything's so contentious, everybody's so separated and divided, and to do anything that brings a sense of unity and community back to us, you know, is always important. And that's the direction we need to head in. So I feel like, you know, you guys are definitely on the right page with that. You know, so the last thing I really want to get into with you guys is just future. You know, just where do you guys see Style and Soul or any of the business ambitions that you have down the line, next 10 years? Where do you guys want to be?
Well, starting, you know, with your app and everything, we want to, you know, definitely reach people overseas.
Yes.
You know, definitely different countries. You know what I'm saying? We're already working in different states right now. You know what I'm saying? To get everything. We want to do it globally. You know what I'm saying? And once we get the space, we do it space. You know what I mean? From the space. But at the end of the day, that's what we want to do. To touch on something too, like we were just talking about the people. If we do reach out to somebody, and they're in entertainment, we'll reach out to you one time. Pardon my French, we kiss nobody ass. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My thing is this: there are people who are in the magazine who did get movies, did get commercials, did get other things or works, you know, through this magazine.
Yeah.
And as this magazine builds up, there are people coming and coming. Like we don't kiss nobody. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We reach out to you one time, maybe twice. After that, we good. You have people that we reached out and then now they see, oh, don't come after the fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're just gonna be like, well, now you gotta wait.
Mm-hmm.
So
We don't like opportunists.
we definitely don't like opportunities.
No, absolutely.
Not at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm with you. No, I'm with you, man. I mean, the thing is, when you have a platform that is so open, you know what I mean, and you guys are very much open. You guys kind of just say, listen, you come to us, we mess with what you guys are doing, then we're gonna feature you, we're gonna help you guys. You know, there are people out there that will see that as just like, yo, let me just milk this for whatever I can get, and that's a sad thing because you guys are trying to come at this with this kind of this modest approach where you're just really trying to help the community and give people a platform, you know. But honestly, my belief personally is just that should never discourage us, because at the end of the day, I feel there's way more people that appreciate that type of dynamic than would rather take advantage of it, you know. So I don't feel we should ever stop this journey of trying to, you know, push people forward and make sure that they have every opportunity that they need, you know.
Absolutely.
It means a lot to me when people come, you know, appreciate what we do. We did a photo shoot one time last year, something like that. Last year, I think. And the guy came because we shot before. He was in the magazine twice. So the second photo shoot we did with him, he did with us. He came up to me and was like, Kenya, I really appreciate what you're doing because of the magazine, we gotta get doing something else. And the fact that the smile on his face and the look of happiness that when he sent it to me, it made me feel like I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. And that meant a lot to me, you know what I mean? Because I bust my ass to put this magazine together. And I want to say this dude right here helped a lot because I was doing it on my own. And it wasn't easy. So now I have someone, not even say fall back on, but to get help from, to get encouragement from. Because when I'm down and I don't feel like doing it no more, he'd be like, no, get your ass up, do what you gotta do, you gotta get this rocking. And I appreciate him for that, because if it wasn't for him, I would have stopped the magazine 2 years ago.
Right.
Completely. I mean, that's the beauty of the story, man. That's the beauty of the story. I mean, you know,
I appreciate him.
That's great. That's great. That's wonderful. I mean, the whole process, just watching you guys, you know, from when I first met you guys and what you guys are continuing to do, you know, I'm obviously 100% supportive of everything you guys do. I'm always going to be willing to help you guys. You know, we have an affiliates program coming out but when the new app comes out, and that's definitely you guys are one of the top people on my list for that. There's a lot of cool perks that will, you know, get you guys going for that as well. I just want to say thank you again for your time, for everything you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. No, thank you guys. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, it's really, you know, humbling to meet people that are just trying to do good things, you know, and trying to just push people forward, because there's so many people out there just trying to, you know, make a buck and just trying to just benefit themselves. To meet people that, you know, it makes me feel good to know that I'm not the only one that is trying to just, you know, do for others. You know what I mean? So it's like, I support you guys a lot for sure.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We like a lot of that. We look through a lot of that. See, I guess where we come from, it's like you see that a lot. So we know how to weed a lot of that stuff out. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we see the vibe of people. Like say we do a Zoom or something, because I like to do Zoom to see what a person's about, because sometimes you can make a decision and be like, maybe we may have to wait a little bit for this person, maybe, because you want to, if a person's vibe is not right, you know that vibe is not going to work when you're doing the photo shoot. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we look at before we even work with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to look at that stuff. And if you don't, it's like you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Sure. Energy is everything. Energy is everything. Yeah.
Zoom is very helpful.
Yes.
Zoom is very helpful.
For sure.
Like you said, we meet up people, we do our introduction through Zoom, and when the first time we did a Zoom, We hung up. As soon as we hung, I called him. So what do you think?
You gotta,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think?
I
What
don't
your
know.
thoughts are?
you may have to tell them later or something.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, man. Like I said, energy is everything. Vibes are everything. You know, when you, especially like I said, when you have a person to bounce that off of, you know, that just makes it all that much easier because you can kind of compare how you both felt. You know, if you both got a weird feeling, you know, it was something weird about that situation.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of benefits to the collaborative process and just having a team, even if it's just a team of two, like you guys, just having that person there that you could rely on their opinion, that means everything.
Can I give a big shout out to
Sure.
all the people that is involved with Style and Soul magazine? You know, the photographers and the writers. You know, that
Rashad he is my writer to the end. He said he's with me till the wheels fall off the bus. That's what he told me, and I appreciate him because he writes almost everything for us. I want to thank Baby G,
Baby G Illusions,
Rafis,
Rafis,
Stringer.
Bell, definitely.
Yes, we gotta thank him because his pictures of all three of them, their pictures are the bomb. Me, because I take pictures too. Shout me out. But yeah, our makeup artists, we have a few makeup artists. So Amanda,
Right.
Marjorie,
Right. Yeah.
your cousin, I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now. So there's a few makeup artists that we deal with. We're working on dealing with some more. So we have a team and we appreciate our team that rocks with us. It means a lot.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, man. We'll make sure we shout them out as well. Make sure we get them in here. You know, because they deserve their time to shine as well, man.
Diva,
Those are the
sorry.
unspoken
Yeah.
heroes.
Sorry, Diva.
Yes.
There you go. You got it.
How do I forget that?
There you go. Those are the unspoken heroes, man. Those are the people that don't usually get the credit they deserve.
Right.
So that I respect that. Thank you for shouting them out for sure.
No problem.
Thank you for letting us. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode of the Canoe Creative Spotlight. Special thanks again to our guests, Kenya and Jason from Style and Soul magazine. Make sure you check out all the links we provided down below. Don't want to miss it. They got great things coming their way, just like we got great things coming our way with Canoe 2.0. So you don't want to miss that as well. Make sure you can follow our Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell. Leave us a comment. Give us a like. All those great things that you do on YouTube. We appreciate it all. We got a lot of great things coming. And we're here to serve you, the creative community. As always, I'm your boy Chris. Make sure you always connect, collab,